how to heal on a plant-based and or raw vegan lifestyle and diet. Hey everyone, I'm Petra and welcome to the Earth Puzzle channel. So, the Bioregenesis playlists are dedicated to holistic health, movement, recipes, and then there's a raw and juicy detox playlist too. So, just look around if you want to. And this in this video, I wanted to specifically touch the raw vegan and plant-based lifestyle or diet, like in the big sphere of plant-basedness. There's a smaller sphere of raw vegan, vegetarian, whatever. So without sticking too much to the titles, too much to the rules, and being obsessive about it. That's why I dedicated my previous video called Intuitive Eating versus Strict Diets, alright? And now let's just hold a paradoxon in our consciousness, or I will show you how I think about it in like a complicated level. So it's not black and white, but um, even though I do agree, and I myself am plant based, raw vegan, whatever, it changes. Sometimes I juice a lot, sometimes I fast a lot, I do water fasts day, I do raw vegan, I do mono watermelon, whatever. So I myself am belonging to this sphere that's mostly plant based, mostly raw vegan, mostly doing the juicing, detox, antiparasite, so that kind of pure sphere. I myself am there for the past 16 years. So I started with vegetarian, then I became vegan, then I was just generally plant based, and then I became like super hardcore fasting because I just got to an embodiment level, to genetically like a DNA repair level, and the Kundalini activation level and the frequency level, where I actually started to consume much less food naturally. Like, really, most sometimes I don't eat anything for like 2 or 3 weeks, just fast on juices. Sometimes I do like one meal per day, but that's what I do. That's where I am at now. But that doesn't mean that I'm like, "Whoa, this strict about it," or that I put a title on me that, oh, I'm breatharian, or oh, I am this. I don't do that. I learned not to do that. I'm not gonna divide and conquer myself from existence and the other ones out there, because I have had to learn my mm, lessons of humbleness, learn my lessons of all the galactic stuff, and I've had to myself mature to the point to realize it just doesn't make any sense. So so I said this because I am not like a strict juice Nazi or vegan Nazi. I am not that type of policing whatever, who's like obsessing on this and like calling our others out. No, you can't do that, and the tomato is poisonous, and you cannot eat any salt and no fat. I'm like, oh my god. So there are very dangerous these radical elements out there that actually do not have any proper understanding of true nourishment and what the body actually needs. I'm gonna I'm gonna get into this later, way later, that how people can fall to the other side of the horse and just go very Nazi with this. So, but having said that, I still stick to the. It's not a conviction. It's not a personal opinion. This body has a handbook, and this body is mostly running the best when nourished in an intelligent, complex, knowledgeable way, mostly on plant-based, and as much as you can pull it off, raw foods. That's the fact. Raw foods are live foods, and we are not carnivores. We wouldn't, like if you would, I'm not gonna get into this later. Um, but the point is that we mostly run the best on plants, veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds, and raw and juices, and fasting. And actually, after a certain level, the older you get, and the higher your DNA accretion and light body integration, the higher and not higher, but like the better your full, true soul, spiritual monad, avatar, source embodiment is, the less food you need. So the more you experience and the more you embody the true one, the true one love, one source consciousness, it is true, the less food you eat from the outside. I can attest to that. I am an example to that. I have experienced it and I am experiencing it, as many others who are more ahead with their spiritual embodiment process and phases, right? But that doesn't mean that you don't have to eat or you can't eat, but whatever. All right, so now we can clearly see that these dead, processed, poisonous, dead food from the dead system, the death cult system, and everything that we shouldn't eat is actually poisoning us. So there's like data, statistics. You cannot deny it. You cannot make excuses. You cannot validate and justify anymore what the death cult forced antichrist dead shit stuffing into us, whether if it's like all the processed meat, the dairy, the sugar, the carbs, the gluten, everything that does to us. You just cannot deny it anymore. You have to look around. You have to look at 60, 70, 80 years old people, or 80 years people, and look what state they are in. So um, normally the food topic is very sensitive, and all kinds of addiction, all kinds of trauma, all kinds of inner child addiction, emotional addiction, so many things are connected to the food topic. So I'm not gonna, that's why I am being like super flexible, very expanded thinking about this whole thing. I'm not saying, and I would never push on others anymore. I've been there. I have gone through my Nazi phase. I am not there anymore because I understood this whole thing much in a much more deeper way. But the point is still, if you want to heal, if you want to feel better, if you want to prevent later sicknesses, then it's a wise and advised thing to switch to plant based, switch to raw, switch to juicing for some time. It doesn't mean you have to do it forever. It doesn't mean that you are expected to be an ascetic yogi forever, monk, Shaolin, up on the hilltop from now on. It does not mean that. It means that maybe you feel not so good now. Maybe you have been doing the dead city cooked food, cooked all the everything that's in the city, all that poisonous fuckery. You have been living off of it for like 30 years, 40 years, 20 years. It means you're full of it. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this. You're full of shit. That's the reality. That's the reality. The entire planetary population is literally, like literally, full of shit. That's it. That's the reality. That's the truth. So, if you want to do just a phase, a cleaning phase, if you because the deep addiction to food and the endless amount of distraction and temptation and the deliciousness and all kinds of all the sea of food, and the soul wanting to experience it, like the tempting is, it is so big, you will experience much less resistance if you tell yourself, you don't, like, you're not like black and white. Okay, I'm gonna go plant-based forever and that's it. Or okay, I'm gonna go raw forever and that's it. No, be much more gentle, much more patient, and much more intelligent with your being, with your whole being, because you actually have, things in you. You have, everyone has candida, parasites, mucoid plaque, all that dry shit, all the bacteria, all your like your the population, the things that live in your intestines now, they are a kind of set of bacteria or microbiome, yeah, that's used to a certain type of food. So it's not, they are going to be much more allowing, and the repercussion from them and the punishment from them is going yeah, seriously, they do punish you if you like go very wild and try to really restrict them. So you have to go gradual. What I wanted to emphasize is that everyone can and should benefit from going more plant based, meaning add more plants, add more raw. Maybe you're gonna like completely transfer to plant based because you're gonna see, after you see the positive benevolent effects from more veggies, more fruit, more nuts, more seeds, more raw, whole, untouched, perfect, alive food that really is like a very, very, very high frequency eating that heals you and clears you. So the more benefits you will experience, the more addicted you will be in a good way to the benefits, to the states of health, to the states of being energized. All right, so I'm very flexible with this. I said it in my previous videos how I think about this whole strict diet stuff, and I do have like my policy, my conviction, my knowledge is that truly the best thing someone can do with themselves is plant based, raw, juice, fasting, herbs, supplements, no food. Seriously, that's what I stand for because I know that's the best. But we also have to be aware where most of humanity, where most of people are coming from. All right? So, yeah, there are insane healing stories, transformations. Like, I have been binge watching a juicing channel that's like an interview of a lot of people who have done 90 days juice fasts, 1 year juice fast, and it's just like, or people on the forums, sharing how they healed from this, they healed from that. So it's undeniable. Plant-based and or raw heals you. It heals you. Mother Nature heals you. Divinity heals you because these original natural foods are divinity itself. And our true self is divine. Our true self is Christic. So we eat. So if divinity eats divinity, then divinity be healthy. If divinity eats the shit of the Antichrist, it's going to make divinity sick. I hope that I could put my point through. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So okay, so if you like this video, and if you are interested in these galactically and cosmically holistic healthy topics and pieces of knowledge puzzles, subscribe to this channel, put a ring, mm, push the notification bell. Finally, I said this right. Push the notification bell. Share share anything in the comment section and like the video. Yeah, I've said it. And you can download a mini video series I created. It's very good. It's very good. It's going to put lots of things straight. It's called How to Heal Yourself with a plant-based and or raw vegan lifestyle and holistic health. All right, so you can download it. It's amazing. And also I have a Bioregenesis mentor group dedicated for the whole tree of holistic health. It's starting in May. No, it's starting in March. I'm starting it in March, and I'm going to cover the biggest main branches of the beautiful tree of multidimensional tree of holistic health. All right, whether if it's movement, massage, lifestyle, habits, self-discipline, whatever. I'm doing this is my second main focus, or my yeah, this is one of my main focus and chosen profession for this lifetime: holistic health, health mentoring. And I'm a forever student and practitioner of this beautiful area and science and art. All right, so check out the description. You find everything I do there, and see